5 years in the jungle. When are you gonna get your W1 Mr.
Gucci bag. Let it go, bro. Let it go. He's gonna keep hitting every vein he can. Someone was telling me that xQc was talking about the brothel shit. Who gives a f, brother? Can you not tell? He feels slighted. He feels f***ed up about the decisions that he made in his life that caused.
What about the decision to shock the dog, though? And what about the decision to enter that brothel, though? I mean, these two decisions, I mean, this is not something I'm doing. It's not something that I'm a part of. Can only be a spectator of his actions. I mean, why is commenting on his decisions something that's going back onto me?
Caused him, you know, that caused him to isolate himself from people that he was friends with, myself included, and he wanted to get the bag. It's okay. He will always be recognized. He will always be recognized as a legendary content creator for a lot of young people. A lot of the FaZe boys, you know, they all grew up watching xQc, and he will forever sit around and do everything in his
why is he so mad?
Power to just be like, you know what, Hasan, it's nothing different than this group of weirdos. Now, to be fair to xQc, unlike these losers, he's just kind of a piece of shit.
What?
He's a piece of shit. He's selfish. He doesn't care about other human beings.
What?
He's much nicer to people in person, but when the cameras are on, he's a giant asshole. And
bro, what is brother saying?
And on top of that, he's been, you know, pummeling and pumping unlimited amounts of fucking gambling content for a cryptocurrency that gave him $100 million.
Buddy.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter. He's going to watch this clip and milk it for a week now, yeah. But again...
What do you mean, bro, these clips happen almost every week. I don't give a shit. Like I don't go around calling him a word, or I don't go, oh, he's a piece of shit motherfucker, whatever. Like it's just, you know what I mean?
Is that different?
Is that I don't care that much. Like it's just an easy jab. When you leave yourself wide open, okay, it's an easy jab. It's easy. Like you shut your dog, and it's fucking obvious. Everybody knows it, and every single thing that he said, he has changed it since the moment that he said it. So every time that there's an opportunity, I take the jab. Why? Because it's so easy for him to heal himself from all of that by just admitting, atoning, and moving on. Bro, how is it hard to say, guys, I said some bullshit because I was in hot waters and I kind of hated it, okay? And you know what? I did have a little shocky thing.
Might be on point about it.
And you know what? That thing absolutely can shock. Okay? At the very minimum. And you know what? I don't do that anymore. I don't do that because I think it's bullshit and I was wrong and I was uneducated about it. I know that it hurt the dog and it's abuse. I didn't, and I know better, and now the dog can do whatever. Like, it's not that hard. So every time every time I see him and there's the opportunity to take the jab, I mean, of course I'll take it. Why not?
Then any number of different people that fucking despise me,
What about the one where he pulled the dog backwards by its tail? I mean, was he role-playing Mario in Mario 64 with Bowser when he spins him around with the tail? I mean, what's the justification behind that action? Is he playing in a movie? I mean,
still here. I miss the old juicer. I'm sure there are plenty. I don't even know if they have the old juicers in his community at this point. He was crying last week that you are the reason coworker Wig doesn't invite him to events anymore. Dog, AT&T is the reason why I don't get invited to coworker Wig events. The f***'s he talking about? How do I have this level of...
Well, I mean, okay. I wasn't crying about it. I was giving an explanation to those who wonder what. And I think that is absolutely valid. I mean, it's not Hasan's fault, right? It's more, you know what? I'm gonna say this. It's more Ludwig's fault, but it's kind of a weird way to put it because I don't like being, because I'm the victim of this. It's just odd to see Ludwig flip for no reason. Like I don't see it. I don't see it. Like let's say I had two whatever friends or whatever, right? And some guy drank a beer on some shit like that, right? He said, by the way, I didn't do that. By the way, it was non-alcoholic, but I'm not gonna tell the world because whatever, right? For him to acknowledge what it is, and then the flip is odd. It's odd. I mean, I think it's absolutely odd. And if anybody has the proof, it's Lud, and he still flips. I think it's odd as fuck.
Power and influence.
So am I mad at the point that, oh my god, I'm never gonna talk to Ludwig ever again? No. But for him, yes, because Hasan is on the other side. Does that make sense? So it's always a leverage that the other person is kind of putting on. Do you think I would ever want to hold my friends in a position where they have to lie for me? Otherwise, dude, everybody around, don't invite these guys. Don't hang out with these guys. Because, no, I wouldn't do that shit.
4.5 years. Wow.
No, I wouldn't. No, I do have proof of multiple events in the past that I don't hold grudges against people who don't do this shit. I mean, I don't even hold grudges against people that, I'm not gonna say it.
By a guy who had to distance himself from me by being like, he's my coworker, I wouldn't go to his funeral, I actually don't like the guy. The fuck? Again, none of that shit even makes sense. I'm not even at the event. Am I capable of stopping Ludwig from disinviting or uninviting xQc? How the fuck does that work? Perhaps it's because he's kind of an asshole. And by that, I'm not talking about...
Oh my god, bruh. Oh my god. How hard is it to understand that when you take hard stances about how your friends react to your shit, okay, the people that react the other way, you make them an enemy for everybody that you've told to, like...
You sound like a crazy person.
No, I don't. I'm not crazy. It's creating sides. It's not taking a side, it's creating sides. That's the problem. When you create a side, right, then somebody has to take one, and when they take your side, I mean, the other side is one that loses. And how hard is this to understand?
I'm not talking about Ludwig. I'm talking about xQc. He's an asshole who has, for many, many years, when he was at the fucking tippy top of the game, greatly abused his prominence and his influence to mistreat people, to treat people like shit, including people like Ludwig, Ludwig was incredible to him. You know, I've opened my home to xQc too, but Ludwig literally fucking opened his entire home. Not only is he super flaky and he bails on everything,
bro,
but like there's been a lot of like behind the scenes help too, and he's just an asshole. So what?
Crazy.
At
I was crazy once.
Consistently be a fucking asshole. Okay. People are gonna be like, all right, man, it's not worth the head.
Okay, imagine thinking, bro, even after all the times where I did bad as showing up and whatever, right? After all of these things, right? Ludwig, me and Ludwig were still tight, and he still invited me to the shit. Like, how is this to understand it? Imagine thinking that it's me not showing up somewhere that broke the camel's back, whatever. That's fucking delusional. And the fact that he's trying to portray it as, oh yeah, it's all the times where he didn't show up back in the days and all these things that makes him that he doesn't invite him to play whatever game, whatever. That's crazy. Really, brother?
The vast majority is somebody who just hasn't thought very hard about what terrorist actually means, or how the list of them is historically just determined by the...
Buddy, chat, the last time I was still getting invited to shit, and I still spoke to Ludwig on a normal basis, okay? The last time I spoke to Ludwig about anything was the moment that we were talking about the fucking Hasan dog collar shit, okay? And he had admitted to me that we were on the same thinking field at that point with all the data. And also, data that has been not presented to the public, that nobody knows about, and I'm not gonna leak any of that because that's still private, right? But if anybody knows what the f is, Ludwig knows absolutely for a fact what the f. And the reality is that he flipped, even though he had the one piece of information that nobody else has. And that, to me, that's insane. That's insane. I mean, buddy, like, lock in.
Interest of those in power as much as...
Yeah, this.
What?
Clout hungry. Clout. Desperate for clout. That's it. Linking up with some of the worst motherfuckers out there. So I don't really give a shit if he calls me a dog shocker. X was also trying to poison the...
You're not the dog shocker, you're the dog Zeus, okay? Buddy, you're the Zeus. You're the master of lightning, buddy. Like, you're not just a shocker. Like, the fact that he's still hiding it is abysmal. Like, I don't know how, bro, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Like, I hate it when Chet doesn't know about some shit. Like, the most mundane shit. Like, it annoys me.
I'm not gonna say what. Hasan wanted to come to kick in the very beginning.
Put it on a portrait. I can't.
They offered him an amount, and he didn't like it, obviously, because you're not worth that much
Yeah.
to no gambling. And
I'm not mad.
You're mad as fuck that kick is working. Hasan, how could you talk about kick communities and kick creators being the toxic and the cancer? Bro, you preach to your community. They're brainwashed by you, bro. You live in a $5 million house. You buy nice clothes. You buy designer. You buy jewelry. You buy everything you want to do. You never donate to anything that you preach and all this stuff.
I mean...
you contradict yourself every time. You're a terrorist. You don't even like America. He doesn't. He doesn't, chat. He really, really doesn't. I'm just being real. He doesn't. Okay? Now, here's what I will say as well. He knows kick's working, chat. He wishes he took that bag at the very beginning. He knows that kick is working. And here's how you know kick is working and it's gonna win.
Clout hungry. Clout. xQc was talking about the brothel shit. Who gives a fuck, bro? The bag. There is
Same clever.
Discord
He's
mod
just kind
here.
of a piece
you
of
didn't
shit.
really show up to events
He's a piece
when
of
you were
shit.
invited, so they stopped inviting you. But he did shock T-Hat Dog for sure.
Discord
mod signing
Don't
out.
know. You're right. You're right. Loic didn't invite me to live events anymore. I get that. That absolutely makes sense. Me and him even talk about it in real life. Me and him, the day of that we spoke about the Kaya shit. Okay. I made a plea to him and said, yo, listen, I will go bald if you invite me to an event and I don't show up. I said if I don't show up and he would be like, okay, next time I'm doing an event, I'll invite you then. That's what he said. And then clearly something happened. I don't know what, but the next day showed up and says, guys, the shot caller, I think, actually wasn't true. It wasn't true. And actually, he didn't shot the dog, and then everything happened, and boom. And then everything went cold. Oh! Now it's all the stuff in the past that's coming into play. Fuck off. Bro got the boss call and went jellywig on it for no reason. I promised Lawig that I wouldn't screenshot it and I wouldn't fucking whatever. Okay. I promised him as a person that I wouldn't. So I'm not. Okay. So I didn't. Oh, last thing. I didn't. Okay. I don't actually have it. But he showed me. Okay. Exactly what was shown on Twitter. The things that I've shown about the shot caller, everything, all the parameters that were discussed were all there. He showed me a picture because he had it from Hasan himself, a 1-to-1 with what the theories were. It was right there. And then I said, oh, okay, well, let me show you.
Jesus Christ, we get it.
Let me show you what that is, right? And I showed him a 1-to-1 of what the research was or the theories. I said, this is what people were discussing. And that's the photo that you have, and this is why, this is that. And he agreed. So, what made him flip? What made the man flip? When he had the absolute 4K evidence, and I showed him the 4K match to that. I mean, what could there be? Really?